Hello, my name is Eric Treatise, and today I'm going to be discussing the design of a 3D Zoetrope. This is the first deliverable for the Make course at the University of South Florida. Um, I will be discussing and demonstrating an animated video of my project as well as its functionality. So the idea behind the 3D Zoetrope is to create a three-dimensional animation in space. This is achieved by um, placing individual frames, if you want to call them, of the 3D animation around the edge of the circular platter and then flashing an LED at the appropriate frequency in order to achieve an aliasing effect that would give us this animation. This is accomplished using the control system shown in the block diagram on the screen. In the center you can see we have the Arduino controller. This controls two separate units. The first is the stepper motor, and that will actually move the platter itself with the individual frames on them. And the second is the LED driver, and now this is going to control the flashing of the LEDs, which will give us that aliasing effect. In this video, you can see the platter moving, as well as the two LED mounts that are housed in those tubes. Um, from this angle, you can actually see the animation occurring due to aliasing from the frame rate of the video itself. This rendered image shows the internal structure of the 3D Zoetrope. You can see the Arduino microcontroller unit, the mini breadboard that will contain all of the electronic components, as well as the stepper motor directly underneath the platter. This concludes my video. Thank you for watching. Alright, so I just finished demonstrating how one of the deliverable videos should look. Basically what you can see on my screen is the Screencast-O-Matic software. It's a freeware that you can use to do screen capture. This is only a suggestion to use. It's not really even the most useful or the easiest program to use, but it is free, and it'll definitely get the job done. The way I went about creating a lot of these videos was I would first go into Inventor, as I am now, and using Inventor Studio I would render the animations. FYI, the animations sometimes will take an hour or two to render, depending on the quality and the different aspects, features, whatever you select for your rendering. I also rendered some images and showed those on the video. The easiest way to actually get those on the video is to, once you've rendered them, open them up in VLC and use Screencast-O-Matic to do a screen capture of the video. If you're using another video editing software, this becomes much easier. The same goes for the PowerPoint slides, your block diagram, etc. Those are the easiest way to do those is just to open up the presentation and then run Screencast-O-Matic, and that way you can get a video of your of the presentation that you're trying to use. Just so you know, the model that you should be using for these should be the full model. So as you can see, mine contains the breadboard, the Arduino, all of the components. It doesn't have any electrical components in it yet, as you probably don't know exactly which electronic components you're going to use, although you should have a pretty general idea, and that will be included in your block diagram. But you definitely need to have the case included. It basically has to be done. If you see this image on the screen, let me exit the studio here. This is obviously nearly complete. You're going to want to include all of the pertinent information about your model. If you notice on my block diagram, I really was kind of lacking, but that's also because this model really doesn't have many components to it. It really only is blinking LEDs and stepper motor, but that's because it was made before we made all of the requirements regarding the fancy turn-on method, etc. So All of those components do need to be included in this deliverable, and your model needs to be done. That's the main requirement of deliverable 1 is to have a finished three-dimensional model, including the case. So you can see this model is done. It includes the case as well as all the other components.